From Patty Ice to the Iceman to the Money Man, from the ice to the hardwood, we have an exciting rendition of the ABA podcast today. We're looking at a little bit of Bruin meltdown. We're looking at a little bit of Buck meltdown. Something about teams named after animals not showing animal tendencies. Take us away, Iceman. You got something to say.
Okay. I need to preface this with, we're not even an hour done with the Bruins game. We just lost 2-1. I counted 2-0. The fucking goal with 1 second left on the fucking doesn't even fucking count. You fucking did not play for a quarter and a half. The fucking goal at the end does not matter. We got fucking blanked. We've had 2 chances now to fucking end this fucking series, and we can't fucking do it.
Hey, you get another chance. There's a game 7.
Great. I have another chance. I just have another day of being let down because time is a flat circle, and I've been saying it. I called this Chase Stradamus. I hate myself. Maybe
it's time to become like an Edmonton fan, be a fan of a team.
I should become a Leafs fan and then just say that they're going to suck, so then they lose because I don't know what else to do. I'm losing my mind.
You can't become
I said it in the pregame.
I can't. Well, I'm never going to do that. This is how damn bad I am. Listen, Game 5, last season, we're up 3-1. What do? We lose in overtime, 1 minute in. We had 4 shots in Game 5. We fucking cannot put one in the fucking goal against a backup goalie who's backing up one of the worst goalies in the league. Samsonov is trash. And this guy couldn't even beat him out for the job. And now we can't fucking beat this fucking... Oh, my God. Then we come out in Game fucking 6... in Toronto, one of the worst home ices in the fucking league, by the way, because of a bunch of fucking corpos. Nobody can afford to go to the game, so it's just filled with fucking suits. Worst home ice. Okay? And we come out flat as shit. Flat as shit. I don't know what you're counting for.
The amount of times you cuss.
Dude, this is great. I can't handle it.
We're 27. Oh, sorry, 29.
The first period, we get 1 shot on goal. We go another...
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
We go another 10 fucking minutes before we get another shot on goal. Then from then on...
I'll tell you one thing.
I'll tell you what.
One thing.
Yeah.
You go into a Canadiens barn, you better be putting shots on net. You better be getting pucks on goal, sticks on pucks. You better be chesting up.
Wheel sniping and Zellian, dude.
They played scared, bro.
They played with a stick up their ass. I couldn't handle it. And then the second we finally pull it out, that's when the refs come in. Oh, buddy. And I'm not going to even...
You know what the 2 best words in sports are? Game 7.
Yeah, where are they playing Game 7, man?
I wish it was in Toronto. We suck at home. We did this last year. That's why I'm freaking out. We choked on home ice last year. Everything's the same. Time is a flat circle. And I'll tell you where all this started. I'll tell you where this fucking started. We fired Bruce Cassidy, okay? We ran that fucking guy out of town. What did he do?
2 first names.
What did he do? He went and led the fucking Vegas Golden Knights to a cup last year.
And how are they doing right now?
Guess what did we do last year? As the first seed, Sorry, I gotta turn on my volume right now. As the greatest fucking hockey team in the regular season fucking history, we fucking blow a 3-1 lead. This fucking chump. I don't even have headset. I can't even hear you anymore. This chump, Jim Montgomery. You are a chump. You didn't have a job before this because you suck. You're an idiot. You fucking did it again. Last year, you fucking have an entire team. You have 2 goalies. You fucking flip them around all year. What did you do in the playoffs? You played one who sucked until Game 7. He sucked. And then you put Swayman in, and you're like, hey, guy, you haven't played in 2 weeks. Figure it out. What did we do? We choked. Of course we did. What do we do this year? We're up 3-1 in the series, and we change every line. Every one of them. We got fucking Pat Maroon put I have to stop watching hockey. I don't know what to do. And my team is run by an idiot.
And that has been a Boston Meltdown brought to you by ABA Podcast.
I just don't understand why some chump in his fucking apartment in Idaho can figure out lines better than this fucking idiot who's been working in the NHL's entire life. Get him out of town.
That's why we love sports.
I want everybody on this team gone. I'm sick of everybody but Swayman. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of believing. I hope we win Game 7, but I don't, because it's just going to happen. The next series, we're just going to fucking suck again. The Leafs are going to leave, and the Bruins are going to Bruin. I hate it. I can't stand it.
Well, I can't say that I'm sad about this. I mean, I'm a resident Maple Leaf fan, so...
I thought I was the resident Maple Leaf fan.
Unfortunately, the old man used to watch Maple Leafs down in Morro Bay, and I'd be stuck watching him. Or
this
watching
is a pro-America podcast.
I might bandwagon over to Edmonton.
You know, honestly, I claim the Sharks. I do like the Vegas Golden Knights, just because they're the next close home team.
The Sharks. If we claim the Sharks, we can do some playoff meltdowns with our boy. Just commiserate.
I love the Sharks. Sharks are my mistress team. Grew up rooting for Thornton and Chichu.
Do you want to have a meltdown about them too, or you just sticking that to?
I mean, they just suck this year. I don't.
You just sticking that to Boston sports this year.
I'm just sick of watching David Pastrnak fucking make $11 million a year to get fucking knocked over by being like you just blow on him and he fucking falls over. I can't even ice skate and I'd be able to fucking stand up better sometimes. I can't stand it. What are we doing? He hasn't done shit this series. The only thing he did was getting a fucking assist to Brad Marchand, who's been carrying this fucking team. 5'9" Rat King is carrying this team. It's unbelievable. Rat King, fucking salute. Hate him all you want. He's fucking unbelievable. He's fun to watch.
Let's say that the Boston Bruins here crap out. Toronto moves on. You got Toronto versus Florida, and you got New York versus Carolina. Is that what I'm seeing?
New York's going to take it in the East, dude. They're so crazy.
I think
they're so good.
New York coming out of the East, and then you got Patty's team Edmonton over there, taking on the winner of Nashville and
Canucks, dude.
Yeah, Vancouver.
Vancouver's been shitting down their leg.
And then you got the Vegas Knights choking to Dallas. I think Dallas comes out of the West.
I don't even know if it's like a choke. I mean, they've overperformed since the inception of their history. They're allowed to lose a playoff series here and there.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, guess what?
They've already done more than a lot of franchises have done in their whole history, so.
Yeah. But
gotta put respect on it. It's
they have
not
the talent.
easy.
They're putting shots. They're putting puck in net. They're putting shots on goal. They're doing what they need to do. They play a little bit of defense. They fly around the field. They get some big fist fights.
Golf and hockey are probably the top two hardest sports to win in the world at, and so
it's a war of attrition. Just a war of attrition.
No, absolutely. Yeah. And just differing strategies, physicality, as you were talking about. Like, they have this coach so messed up mentally right now that he is just throwing out any line he can. And, maybe that's just the game within the game, getting out coached by somebody else. You're always supposed to give credit
out-coaching himself.
Oh, dude, no way. The next game's tied up.
Well, yeah, dude, I think I've noticed right now. I don't think there's a better team right now than the Colorado Avalanche. Colorado Avalanche are fucking unbelievable.
I honestly think they choked to Dallas.
No,
I do. Dude, we'll be talking about this in a couple weeks.
They got the best player, arguably the best player in hockey besides
but Connor it's team sport.
Yeah, and then they got Cale Makar, dude.
It's crazy. You were watching what team sport is all about. Was your team falls 4-3 to the good old Toronto Maple Leafs.
Yeah, and I'm called it because I know what I'm talking about here. My team's fucking stupid, and the Colorado Avalanche are not, dude. They are stacked to the nines.
Out there in Colorado.
They are seasoned and fucking...
Well, with that
Mr. McKinnon is on his bullshit.
We could talk more hockey when the Bruins lose, but another Colorado team that we'd like to talk about would be the Denver Colorado Nuggets.
Whew.
They will be proceeding in the playoffs. Hello. They just swept the Lakers. Patty, I'll let you take that away.
If we're talking about bad officiating and just historically bad officiating,
love you.
We should look at the career of none other than LeBron James, a man that gets officiated differently. I feel like this should have at least been like a 6 or 7 game series, and there's moments I could point to, but it's not just that. I said it in the little pre-podcast, pre-game that we do, that if you put yourself in a position to let the officials, dictate the outcome of the game, you've already lost. Um, but what's really interesting and what's so crazy about the Nuggets, they just have a system and it works. I mean, Michael Porter Jr. shooting 49% from three, stepping up makes it, the Lakers played them better than they played them last year, or even maybe, anytime since they beat them in the playoff series, right? And it wasn't enough because Jamal Murray's leveled up, Michael Porter Jr.'s leveled up. Jokic plays perfect basketball now, does not make mistakes, sees the game before it happens, And it's not that LeBron doesn't, but, when we're splitting hairs, it's like you look at your third option. So it's like AD, LeBron, and then third options either D'Lo or Reeves. And depending on the game, one or two of those players were non-existent. And when they both showed up, the Lakers won a game decidedly.
I think I do want to caveat on that. I think the most inconsistent player on that team happened to be Rui Hachimura.
He was asked to do too much, bro. They were leaving him on an island trying to capture lightning in a bottle again, like a couple game stretch they had where he was able to defend Jokic, but Jokic learns. Jokic becomes a better player over time. And like I said, with increased shot making around him, Aaron Gordon had himself a game in the series. Michael Porter Jr. had himself a series in the series. It was just, like I said, I think that the Lakers played them better than they've played them before, made adjustments quicker. Darvin Ham's going to get canned for some stuff he couldn't really control. I mean, Gabe Vincent was barely healthy all year, comes in, plays some really good defense from time to time in the series. They get Spencer Dinwiddie really late in the season, so they can't integrate him. And so it's like they really didn't have a puncher's chance. I mean,
but to be
I guess
fair,
they did have a puncher's chance. But
I also don't believe that Ham was actually the man from the beginning. I mean, I think he showed last year, a little bit of last year, why he shouldn't have been the man. And then they keep him this year, and he goes out there and does nothing with what he's got. They revamped the roster to work around LeBron. They kept Austin Reeves. They put him instead of a 6-man. They put him in a starting role.
The other thing too about Austin Reeves is he played like 18 months of consecutive basketball because of what he did this last year in the offseason. So it's like, to expect him to be able to play at an ultra high level when he's got no rest basically for a year and a half, like, that's pretty crazy too. So credit and respect where it's due.
Yeah. I mean, I think, he was there specifically because of what he was doing last year, and like late last year. He's an impressive kid. Like, honestly, I think the Lakers should have traded him. Picked up a couple of pieces.
I question his shot selection. A lot of times there was a lot of moments in the series where he was pulling up from about 10, 11 feet on a turnaround jump shot when, maybe LeBron or AD hadn't touched the ball in that possession. And, if you see that matchup and you're confident you can get it, it's a decent shot if you hit it. But realistically, in today's NBA, if it's not a layup or a 3-point shot, and I'm not saying that's all you should do. There should be a place for DeMar DeRozan's and Jalen Brunson's to dominate the mid-range, and there still is, but you really have to question if LeBron and Anthony Davis haven't touched the ball that possession, why are you shooting a turnaround fadeaway jump shot as Austin Reeves? And so, I would like to see him take better shots going forward. Like, he's better shooting the 3 off the dribble than taking that shot in my mind.
Yeah, and I mean, coming from a guy who doesn't know too much about this, like, the schemes of basketball and matchups as well as you do, you study it, right? Like, you play the game, you live it. To me, being a regular fan that kind of knows sports and knows a little bit about, like, more than the average person does at basketball, but not that in-depth knowledge. To me, it looked like the Lakers had LeBron, AD, and then 2 people that could be 6-man candidates and a point guard, and that was their rotation. They didn't have that consistency around. They didn't have a consistent 3. They didn't have a consistent 4 around LeBron and AD. And not position. Not position wise. I'm talking like 3rd and 4th option. So let me clarify that. But I just don't feel like they built enough around it. I don't think that D'Lo is even the right point guard for their play style. I felt like watching it, LeBron was more facilitating that offense and playing that point guard. Whereas, D'Lo is supposed to be a natural. A lot of the season,
D'Lo did his job, which was being that 3rd option, 21 points a game.
D'Lo did not show up in the playoffs.
Yeah, no, he just was, whatever it was. And if you have to guard Jamal frickin' Murray on all he's doing, he's running a lot. He's probably up there in the Dame and the Steph range in terms of miles run per game. And that's exhausting. Then you have to get back on defense and set your feet, probably shoot it over a pretty tall guard because they have Michael Porter Jr. and I can't remember, what is it, KCP, Contavious, Christian Braun, Aaron Gordon, etc. A lot of length to shoot over. And so, the looks don't become as clean or as easy as they were in the regular season. And there's a lot more pressure on every shot. Not giving him a cop out, if you're going to be a great NBA player, you got to hit shots in pressure situations. But
and the other thing that we forget about is that, like, we're talking about a Nuggets team that's grown together and a Lakers team that's been pieced together, and chemistry is just built on the court, and like you can see it.
No, absolutely.
So, like, as like it makes it an even more difficult task when you're going up against a team like the Nuggets where they're just they know each other so well. It's beautiful to watch, but frustrating at the same time if you're not a Nuggets fan.
I question that chemistry too, just on the coach's standpoint and what he brings to the table. Like, I don't really think Ham's message in the locker room or Ham's ability to build that locker room chemistry with the guys, was even viable during the season. Like, I just don't think he was the right guy to coach LeBron and AD.
Yeah, you saw the frustration boil over. LeBron was screaming at the bench at one point during the season. Like, old man Bron was pissed off. He was Samuel L. Bronson.
Just to keep the thing,
these fucking motherfucking Darvin hands on my motherfucking plane.
Just to keep the podcast rolling, the other team, or another team that was disappointing in the West was the Suns. T-Wolves sweep them. Obviously, you watch Devin Booker and KD, and that whole team gets swept. It's pretty egregious. Some of the comments we're hearing early on, or I've heard early on, have been, "Hey, let's watch KD and LeBron team up for one last run next year." I know it's despicable. Lack of defense, but it is intriguing as far as a basketball fan goes. Sports fan goes. You get two of the biggest names on the same team with AD.
I'd have the perfect team to hate.
Yeah. Don't worry, dude. We'll get to
just
the Celtics.
Wouldn't work. It wouldn't work.
That's another thing, though. Like the Suns, they had a promising roster. Obviously, they make it to the playoffs as a 6th seed. A little disappointing season. Had a couple injuries, in fact, affect that.
They had a lot of injuries.
They did. It seemed like they had gotten. Who were they missing in the playoffs?
I don't think by the playoffs they were missing really anybody. It was
just
a matter of
just everybody's rusty and.
Well, so it's like you have Bradley Beal, you have Kevin Durant, you have Devin Booker, the leader of the team, you have Grayson Allen, who had an amazing year, and then after that, like realistically, who are they going to go to? Like,
what a locker room!
Who was their big man?
What a locker room!
I'm trying to think of that right now. Yusuf Nurkic and Bol, Isaiah Thomas at the end, Eric Gordon, right? Like, the pieces are kind of there, and for them, they really don't have a choice. They can't trade one of these guys because, they could. They can't trade Brad Beal. He has a no-trade clause, so he'll likely not take the trade. Devin Booker is a no, because there's really no value that you could get back at this point for him unless it's like another comparable superstar. Yeah, like Devin Booker for Shea, but they're not going to do that. Devin Booker for Giannis, they won't do that. Devin Booker for Dame, nobody's doing that, so...
Actually, they might. I think Devin Booker brings more defense.
I think I would take Devin Booker.
No, exactly. And the Suns wouldn't make that trade, and then the Bucks couldn't afford to make that trade, compensate with enough compensation to make it make sense. So the Suns don't have a first-round draft pick till 2031 right now. They basically have gone all in. You see this with new ownership groups all the time. They come in, Brooklyn Nets it. Hey, we're going to get these aging superstars, Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce. No way this shit doesn't work. Deron Williams. We're going to get D. Will. Straight up. Recording. But, you just don't see these things. What do you mean?
The Knicks eliminate the 76ers. Jalen Brunson, 41 points, 12 assists.
Yeah, there's some out on the counter.
And this is for you.
I don't need
Jalen Brunson was built for the playoffs. It's just...
And
it's got me a little worried as a Celtics fan. Not going to
lie.
lie.
Embiid dropped 39, dude. That's impressive.
Well, Joel Embiid's going to go play some golf next week. Bye-bye.
No, he won't. He's injured, dude. He's got
Bell's palsy. Go get some Yeah. No, it's actually kind of scary watching him play basketball, dude. He blinks like this. It's just one eye and the other part doesn't even move. Like,
it almost looks like it rolls upwards too.
yeah,
it's a complete and total freeze of like your muscular system. Like,
and I get that. I definitely get that. It's just like to see him out there playing this level of basketball still. I think he had like 40 points tonight still. What was the score on that game?
Yeah, 39. 118, 115.
Who won?
The Knicks.
He's starting to look like if Draymond was taller and could score.
Wow.
I can't even believe you just compared the two.
So wildly disrespectful.
I'm talking about all the dirty plays he's been rolling on this series. I've never been Joel's a dirty player, but
you can't even control half his fucking body, bro.
I know, but some of this shit is intentional. Come on now. No.
Go on the court and say it to his face.
I'll say it right to his face. I don't give a shit. What's he gonna do? Assault me?
Hey,
I mean,
flagrant
if he
foul,
could see you, he might try.
Right there.
The falling big boy. End your career.
I stand on business.
No, I am kind of curious to see where just to bring this all back into it, I am kind of curious to see where the Timberwolves go next. How they're going to do against the Nuggets. I don't think they've beat the Nuggets.
This is what's really interesting to me is I don't know who guards Anthony Edwards, and I do know that the T-Wolves have enough big men to guard Jokic.
If anybody can do it, it's T-Wolves.
I don't know. I'm not a T-Wolves fan. I could give a fuck about that franchise, but I'm an Anthony Edwards fan, so by proxy, I would like them to win, and then I would like to see him go to like a reputable franchise, not the Celtics. We already saw the T-Wolves get pillaged. Nope, stop. I'm stopping you there. You're condemned to two guys that don't have a left hand at the rim. I'm sorry.
We can just trade Jaylen Brown plus whatever for him. Somehow Brad Stevens will get it done.
Plus someone can ball their left hand.
There's going to be another Boston.
That's a complete player, right? We just gave them a better player than they could ever have because we just had the best right-handed player with the best left-handed player.
But yeah, I'm really interested to see how Luka's health affects this series. I think that Dallas is going to take it in the next game, if not ultimately win the series, because Kyrie in Game 7 is just something that nobody would want to see.
Yeah, and I mean, I think they've been meshing well pretty much all year, but I think they're really coming together in the playoff series. I watched the last game and the last few games, and they have the chemistry. It's there.
I know, dude. They look like Drake and they look like Drake and J. Cole on stage, hugging and kissing.
Oof! I knew we were going to talk about the rap beef. Let's finish basketball before we get into that. Obviously, we got Aubrey Graham, soft as fuck. I said it here first, ABA pod.
Wow.
We're not the first one to say it.
No, I said it here first. Here on the podcast first.
You were the first one on the podcast to claim it on the podcast, but I guarantee those words have come out of at least 3 people on this podcast mouth.
That's fair. To bring it back to basketball, you got whoever wins that Clippers-Mavs series going against the Thunder. We'll talk more about that when we know that matchup, obviously. But
this might sound disrespectful, but I think whoever wins that series beats the Thunder. I think they're a little too young.
That's what I was about to go into.
Chet's still growing. He's a rookie, basically.
Yep. I hope he's not still growing. He is largely problematic in size.
Too bad he's not up for Rookie of the Year, right?
Well,
he wouldn't have a shot if he was.
I need that Adidas sweatshirt nobody's beating Wemby. That dude's a fucking freak.
Though I did see something showing, and that's probably more of the Thunder and Shea taking a step too, but I did see something that Chet had a better effect on the Thunder, like overall.
There's nobody else.
I don't know what the stat was. I saw this.
Wemby had way better numbers, and his team didn't pass him the ball for half the year.
There's nobody else on the Spurs.
I'm not making the argument. I think Wemby's better. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the sabermetrics were saying that Chet had a bigger effect on the Thunder. That's all.
They could get out, dude. Get out.
I'm not defending that. I just saw that. I'm just throwing it out there.
That's horsecock.
Let me ask you one question. Are you dead ass B? Are you dead ass B?
Not a sabermetrics guy.
Okay.
I'm gonna watch it and decide on a guy.
Moving over to the East, we got the Pacers destroying the Bucks.
The Pacers will be a problem for the Knicks, I think.
Yeah, I think it comes down to their benches, honestly. Obviously, the Knicks just beat the 76ers, so it'll be Pacers-Knicks. I honestly have that one going 7, but I got the Knicks finding a way to win in that one. Moving on. I actually have the personal opinion that the Knicks are the only team in the East that can beat the Celtics. And I'm going to stick to that. I'm holding on to it. We'll see. We'll see what
I'm
happens.
honestly more worried about the Cavs.
I don't know, bro. The Magic might beat them.
They might, but I'm just saying, like, the Cavs just have the type of team that scares
I said this
me.
before, and I'm going to stand on this business. Paulo Banchero reminds me of Paul Pierce. He's just like that, sneakily explosive, hitting these step-back jimmers. Just, it's scary, bro. He's going to be a good player pretty soon.
Yeah, he's
Don't
awesome.
say I didn't tell you. The league's in good hands eventually. I mean, these guys aren't as shown, but like Ant Edwards, Paulo Banchero, Darius Garland. I mean, there's a lot of good young talent.
Dude,
Jokic is
everybody's
pretty
just
young.
forgetting
Michael Porter
them.
Jr. is still young. I mean,
Dude,
what do I
honestly, the
know?
Cavs do have a
Who's
pretty
that
good
cat
roster.
for Cleveland? That other cat for Cleveland, their power forward.
Evan Mobley, dude.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, and they have this other guy. His name's Donovan Mitchell. He's pretty fucking good, too.
He's like, I consider him like the in-between crop. Like, we've been known about Spy Dad.
Oh, for sure. No, I was just saying that's why they scare me. Like, they've got guys. And they've got Max Strus, dude. That guy gives me PTSD, dude.
Dude, they even got like a little veteran leadership there in Tristan Thompson, too.
Post-3-pointer disorder.
And Karis LeVert, when he's on his night, dude. He's on his night, bro.
Their roster actually looks
Karis
pretty
LeVert
solid.
can score.
Dude, I used to be a big Karis LeVert
The Pacers, I don't think actually, upon further reflection, have the depth to beat the Knicks. The Knicks have a decent bench, solid 8-9-man rotation.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
They've got a really good starting five.
I'm thinking, honestly,
Pacers
that game
go really deep and dig into their white chocolate stash, their Kit Kat reversibles, get TJ McConnell and Dougie McDermott out there. Maybe they have a snowball's chance in hell, pun intended. But
I think that game's over in 6. Or that series is over in 6.
Yeah, it might be faster than I thought. I was thinking about the height, basically, of Tyrese Halliburton being problematic for Jalen Brunson, but I don't know, how good of defense he plays. I mean, he was part of that meltdown in the Team USA finals, so can't really trust him. And then, but Brunson was also part of that, so.
Well, the other thing we're forgetting about, too, is, like, I'm going to be interested as this Knicks team keeps playing, how the Tibbs minutes are going to be affecting them, because, oh boy, dude.
This is the time of year where people are
played every minute. Dante
Yeah.
DiVincenzo played every minute tonight.
He deserves to. He's a good
I'm not saying.
basketball
I'm just saying, like,
he didn't look
they're
well,
not gonna
bro.
be
He
as
was throwing
fresh,
he was
and that
throwing
shit-
dunks down in the fourth quarter. Still, it's fine.
it's a war of attrition, just like in
They
hockey.
had,
Like,
4 players on a
You
5-man
need to keep
rotation
your
over
boys
40 minutes?
This has always been a
44
problem.
minutes, wow.
I say
always
rest
been a
first
problem
rest.
for the Tibbs.
Rust first rest.
I don't know, man. It's just a risky business with the health. I'm not saying
Every
don't
single one of
play
their starters
guys. I'm
went
like,
over 30 minutes.
just get your boys a little breather, bro.
I'm just saying, if you want the steel to get hard enough, it has to be in the fire long enough. Me and Tibbs get along. You think if I was a basketball player at that level, I would ever want to come out of the game?
I don't think I'm disagreeing with anything that you're saying. I'm just saying is that
I
very,
would be
very, very
screaming
seldom do teams that
obscenities
play
at Tyronn
not
Lue.
this deep of rosters make it this far.
I would be fucking screaming at Raymond Felton as an assistant coach. You're gonna put his bum ass in?
Well, no, my problem is that rest versus rest until I don't know. OG Anunoby goes out and you've got to play a guy who has been rusty because he's been sitting on the bench for fucking 3 weeks and hasn't even shot a basketball in a real meaningful minute. And that's my problem.
A real meaningful. Yeah,
that's my problem with the Tibbs philosophy. You got to get your guys some touches, man.
He does tend
Honestly,
to,
I mean, that's part of the balance, and just in general, like, you got to figure that out. So obviously, he might be overdoing it, but it's playoff basketball, and all these guys
go look at the minutes tonight.
I saw it.
I'm looking at them right now.
They've got 4 people over 44 minutes.
they've got a 7-man roster, and
all 5 of
the 2
those
guys on the bench aren't even playing 30 minutes total.
All 5 of their
Look me in the face though and tell me that you want Precious Achiuwa, Alec Burks, Mamadi Diakite, Daquan Jeffries, Shake Milton, or Jericho Sims fucking deciding
I
your
didn't build
season.
this roster. I didn't build this roster.
I'm
put
just
Shake
saying.
Milton out there, dude.
I didn't
He
build
should be
this
playing.
roster. I'm just saying. The farther
like
this goes, the harder it's going to be.
I think
Then
they're
again, if
fine,
you go
bro.
and
They
look at the
got
76ers,
grinders.
dude, you got 3 people over 40 minutes, and almost 4 people over 30 minutes.
They're playing a guy with Bell's palsy and a broken fucking leg 40
And
minutes, bro. I don't
Kyle
want to hear
Lowry
it.
just couldn't fucking shoot, so they put him on the bench.
Buddy healed, dog. He was doing work.
Kyle Lowry needs to fucking retire.
Mike Lowry needs to retire.
Mike Lowry.
Mike
Anyway,
Lowry.
The only team that we haven't really talked about in the East is our own friend's team himself. We're not going to get the same Boston rant we just got. This is going to be a Glizzy Glaze rant on his boys.
Not really. They stood on business. They shouldn't have even fucking lost
finally
that one.
overcoming their demons from last year.
What does that even mean?
I know. We didn't even play Jimmy. I'm like, we shouldn't even lost a game. Like, it's embarrassing we lost a game.
It was like watching varsity play JV. It's like, oh,
Here we go,
wow.
guys.
You know, they had a run in the second quarter.
And this isn't glazing. This is just the fact that Caleb Martin and Nikola Jovic and Tyler Hero and Bam Adebayo are the core four of this team. It's like, what are we doing?
I do want to give Tyler Hero a shout out. He played extraordinarily well.
play
I thought
good.
through the series. He leveled
Yeah.
up his playmaking
I thought
ability.
Bam actually played really good.
I
As
didn't.
he always
Yeah,
does.
Bam's solid too. Like, is Bam Team USA? Please tell me Bam's Team USA.
Man, you
I
talking,
sure hope so.
I'm talking some shit we shouldn't even be
Edwards,
talking.
Brunson. Oh God.
He's American. We're good. I don't know if he's on Team USA, but he is an American.
Yeah, he is. He is. Yeah, okay, thank you. Bam, D Book, S. Curry.
He's American, but
A.
he's
Day-
playing for Vancouver.
I mean, like, I didn't even know
Anthony
Patty
Edwards.
Mills was still playing basketball. I'm going to be honest. Like, I keep forgetting that he plays
You
basketball.
put some respect on Patty Mills'
I
name.
love Patty Mills. Every time I see it, I'm like, whoa, Patty Mills. And then I am like, oh, but he's on the Heat, so that
You got a
sucks.
problem with Patty Mills. You got a
I
problem
like
with me. I
Patty
suggest
Mills.
you let
Dude,
that
he's
one
a
marinate.
he's a classic 2K franchise mode. I forgot to draft a point guard with my fantasy draft. I'll get Patty Mills, and he'll put up 20 and 5 a night.
I won't burn down your house now. Thank you.
I love Patty Mills.
Yep.
Well, as
I
far
just
as that
forgot
goes,
he was playing basketball. It just cracks me up. I was like, holy shit.
as far as that goes, I still don't see them having any issues with the Cavs and the Magic. Maybe the Cavs a little bit. It might be going, 5 or 6 games. I don't see it going 7.
The only reason I have
And I
fear of
don't-
it is because that 30-point comeback the Cavs had against us in, January this year?
Dude, they have the
something like
team. I mean, we just talked. We literally just discussed their team. Like, I
They've
mean,
got the pieces.
yeah, I feel like they're missing maybe one more solid star. I'd say their only star really is Mitchell. But
They're missing the top tier.
yeah, like I'm talking like
I just
superstar,
feel,
like-
nah, I don't think that's the case. I think that they're just developing into a monster right now. That's
yeah,
just
give
the
them
other
a year.
thing. LeBron's gonna opt out, and if the Cavs can make room for LeBron on that team with Evan Mobley and Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland, the East is his for 2 more years, and everybody can suck his big old king size dick.
I do not want that. No, sir.
As a
And
hater
they
of
probably have a
Boston
second round
sports,
draft
I'm going
pick
to say,
to just get Bronny to take him along
see you
for
later,
the ride.
Bron.
You know how much of a troll that would
you
be?
can't beat us. How's that
Bro.
Red Sox Giants series going?
The Giants won today.
LeBron
3.
gets Bronny Jr. a ring and then tweets at Charles
Pretty sure we
Barkley.
won the series though.
I don't think so. I think there's still one more game.
I think we only played 3.
What?
Oh, there goes my phone. Sorry, Peaches. You okay? Oh, that landed right on you. I'm sorry.
That's
You're a monster.
That's
This guy
right.
abuses
Y'all lost
dogs
the
on
series.
podcasts.
Yeah, dude. Michael Vick. We've got a Michael Vick here.
Yeah, but here's the thing about baseball, right?
Michael Vick.
Hey, here's the thing about baseball. Neither of our teams are going to be in the playoffs. Neither.
I got hope. The Red Sox have a chance.
No, we don't.
The Giants
The
don't.
Giants have a chance.
The
Giants
Red
have
Sox
a chance.
pitching staff is the definition of fraud city.
If the
I'm
Giants,
pretty sure that
if the Giants pitching staff can keep going the way it's going, and that maybe we can hit like magically 1 run a game, we might have a chance. But
Bro, we
One
got
run-
cannons.
If your goal is to score 1 run a game and blank them every night, you're fucked.
Nah,
they look pretty
brother,
good, man.
field of
Like, Keaton
dreams. You
Wynn's
build
looking
it, they
good.
will come.
Hicks is an all-star pitcher. He's showing that he could be an all-star pitcher at least. Logan Webb, he's
Oh,
been,
dude, your pitching staff's crazy. Imagine if
Lights
Blake
out.
Snell could actually throw.
No, we don't need him, dude. We'll take Robbie Ray when he gets back. Get rid of Blake. Blake, you're a bum.
Who's the other guy, bro? We just brought this guy up.
Blake Snell's gonna throw a complete game shutout, and I'm gonna get a text from you. Blake Snell, I always believed.
Hey Blake, I want you to know the only reason that you were good in San Diego and the reason you became good was because you had Gary Sanchez become your catcher, and his framework is amazing.
I mean, Blake Snell's always had nasty shit. He's just never been able to, until last year, keep it together for a whole season.
Yeah, like the beginning of the year, the first few starts, he was Garbo. He had like a really, really, shitty few outings. And then he comes here and obviously doesn't take part in any off-season stuff. Gets injured to go down and work.
We brought up this pitcher. The Giants brought up this pitcher, Eric Miller, dude, lefty that throws 100.
Yeah, he's nasty.
He's beautiful.
He's nasty. Yeah.
We're developing one of those bullpens that I could really get behind. We got twins up in there that throw completely differently. Camilo Doval with a sick intro and some sick
I think that your
cheese.
pitching development is starting to enter into the conversation of like Rays Pirates development ability, where like you guys are now adopting players, you're turning them around. Like Jordan Hicks. Jordan Hicks was a top tier pitching prospect. He was,
and I can't remember
at one point. Don't quote me. He might have been the number one overall prospect in baseball. Because there was a lot of hype about Jordan Hicks, and he flamed out in the Cardinals organization.
I think the issue too with Jordan Hicks too
Eric
is they
Miller
put him in the
was supposed to be a Philly.
I think Jordan Hicks came up too early, and obviously flamed out. But they put him in the bullpen after that, and he showed glimpses of nasty stuff with the potential to develop into a starter. And I think he put the work in, and it just kept going and going, and the Giants finally gave him a chance, and now he's just, he's not letting go of his chance. He's throwing those heaters. He's throwing dirty movement. The dude's just dealing, and it just shows that like hard work pays off. And then on top of that too, like if you start giving up on these players, like okay, maybe we should be taking another look at them. Maybe the Giants' way of doing things isn't terribly wrong. Obviously, they're not getting superstars, but it's paid off.
No.
It's paid off in certain aspects, like the 1-2 year deals. I mean, like you get the best out of like Rodon, Kevin Gausman, all these guys.
Sometimes you just gotta like fail to get better though. Like some guys need to fucking get bounced around the league and fucking be told that they can't do it over and over again, and then they need to find the right guy that helps them take that next step. I think, and that's what I'm trying to get at. I think you guys have a great development stat for pitching. Mm-hmm. Now it's just about building something that fucking at least draft some kind of like. You guys need some kind of offensive talent because you can't sign them.
I think we've
tried to ship it in, bro. It's just it's such a hard park to play in to generate offense.
That's why you can't sign guys. Yeah.
No, yeah, it's tough, bro. I'm watching Soler hate his life, Chapman hate his life, the other guy Conforto hate his life.
Jock Peterson was questioning his choices there a couple of years ago.
Honestly, bro, Jock, he played well there. He was clutch.
Oh, he was playing well, but imagine how many more ding-dongs he would have had in another park.
He was a ding-dong, bro. I don't even want to hear it.
Here's the thing, though, too. Like, you're watching the Giants get those pieces they need. Obviously, Jung-Hoo Lee, once he starts developing
I love him.
And adjusting to the big leagues, like he's already showing he's flashing leather
Dude,
left and right.
He belongs. He doesn't even need to. He belongs here.
He's making better contact than a lot of people. They're just not falling, obviously. You got my boy here. Pat Bailey developing. I think
Patty Bats is going to get there.
Yeah, Patty Barrels, he's doing well. Obviously, he's got the defense at the plate down, the pickoff down. One of the best to do it. One of the best ways to do it. His bat's starting to develop this year. He's looking pretty decent. Obviously, walked it off the other night. It was kind of reminiscent of a Buster Posey moment. So as the generations of talent in San Francisco flop, I think you starting to see those pieces in Webb, Bailey, Jung-Hoo Lee,
Harrison.
Harrison. If we can get, we got Camilo Duvall. If we can get, maybe like Michael Conforto to continue his stretch where he's hitting hot, he's hitting some dingers, and potentially turn him into a franchise player to start recruiting these superstars. We get one or two of them, and we're set.
The way I see it, when we're at home, it's like just put the ball in play and you get 81 other games to hit dingers. But like, unless it's carrying an SF, bro, like it's hard to hit a dinger there.
Yeah. I mean,
unless you're the other team.
We watched it happen with the other team, like what, 3 times the other night?
Yeah, we saw I think 3 or 4 home runs that day.
Crazy. But
Always feels that way. Like when the one day you go to the ballpark, it always feels like they let you down.
Well, it's crazy. Like way back when we went and saw the Sox and Giants, we saw quite a few homers that day. Brandon Bell hit one.
Dude,
Red
Chris
Sox
Young
Dingers.
hit one. That was such a weird game.
Yeah, the ball was flying out. There was carry that day. There was just so much carry.
It was only carrying out of the park. Nothing could get in. Nobody was getting actual hits or anything though.
I think that you'll see the carry in the park heat up or increase when the temperature starts heating up. We get into summer. We get more of that sunlight on there, not overcast, that kind of stuff. Obviously, the moisture's always in the air there, so that creates some issues. But
yeah, I mean, hey, is what it is. Everybody's watching the Dodgers, the Yankees, Baltimore. Who else is good?
Atlanta.
Oh yeah, the Braves probably the best team in baseball. Sorry, disrespectful on my part.
Matt Olson been a fucking tragic disappointment this season though.
Yeah.
I mean, Braves though are so fucking good.
The Braves are good.
Revolutionary.
I am kind of liking the Texas Rangers this year, believe it or not. They're looking.
I mean, they did
good.
win last year. It's not like I didn't make a huge point to make sure we gave them respect.
Their pitching's a problem though.
What did I tell you? I told you the baseball pod. It's going to be an issue.
I mean, dead ass B. It's a new era.
Yeah. I mean, you got Jonah Heim, though, Corey Seager, Marcus Semien, Adolis Garcia, power hitter right there, Wyatt Langford, rookie that's looking really, really good.
I know
Evan Carter,
3 out of
rookie.
those 5 players.
Evan Carter, the other rookie, looking good. And my boy from MLB The Show that carried my franchise on the Giants, Leody Taveras. Nobody knows that name.
That was such a deep cut name to be carrying franchise.
No, dude, he's not. No, he carried my franchise in MLB The Show, dude, straight up. I hit
so funny.
I'm scared for you.
I hit 48 dingers with the dude.
Why are you developing Leody's Taveras?
I wasn't. He was just playing, and I was slapping balls with him. You know, you want to know that the real shocker though is he didn't even win MVP. Wilmer Flores on my team won MVP. MVP Wilmer Flores.
I don't want to know any more about this gross roster.
That was just me playing a franchise, dude. Like a year franchise. It was like I simmed 2 years down the road, picked some players up. Dude, your cat's back on your bed. Look at that leg.
Is that cat's name Crody?
No, her name's Mel.
Well, I think we're running out of stuff to talk about. Great sports meltdown. First of many from the Boston sports fans. We'll have another one probably here in about 6 games of NBA basketball. And the real
question here. Who won? Drake or Kendrick?
Oh, here we go. Yeah, we got a few minutes. We can go on this.
I don't think that there's anybody has anything to debate about is the problem with this. I think we all pretty much agree.
Who do you think won?
Parker Kendrick.
Okay, good. I'm on that same page, yeah.
I just don't think that the song is that great. That's all.
My name's Money, and I didn't listen to Euphoria, but I picked it as a winner.
Bullshit. You guys sent it all in the group chat. I listened to all of it. You guys know my thoughts on Drake, a.k.a. Aubrey Graham, a.k.a.
I know you
Wheelchair
didn't
Boy.
listen to push-ups. For sure I know you didn't listen to push-ups.
Yes, I did.
Push-ups had a real short shelf life.
God. Bro,
I'm interested
you
to
see
see
sent in that group I listened
the
to.
response.
Like, I think that Euphoria... I just think Kendrick needs an editor, bro.
I'm
make
just saying
the song shorter. 6
as
minutes
a
is too
brother
long.
of a potential rapper, I'm offended that you don't think I'm
potential
cultured.
rapper? Oh,
damn.
Okay.
That you don't think I'm cultured enough to
I'll bar him down.
listen to music.
I just want you to know I always address you as a rapper.
But I'm not a rapper, though.
As future head of security... Get out. Just get out. As future head of security for ABA Pat, I just want to say it now. I listen when you guys play rap music or offer up songs or bring up some type of rap beef.
I got this bar I wrote, and it says, "We in a standoff, and you shall not pass like a handoff. No one saw it coming but Malcolm Butler."
Damn.
Bars. Better
Dude,
Bill
save that for the
Belichick yourself.
Seahawks fans.
Just so you guys
I was
know,
gonna
that is
go.
trademarked
I was gonna go
ABA
cut
Pat.
a fucking Patriots win and throw it in the back of that.
That'd
Just,
be fire.
God.
I don't even like it.
Are you making rap porn for me?
Yeah, Patty,
I'm
do
making
not,
rap
First of
porn
all-
for everybody. I
do not
shout out
jump to the
my
Patriots.
homie Slater.
On a side note,
That's
talking
not
about
even
the
the best
Patriots,
sports bar in that song, by the way.
Drake May, future
Drake May,
five-time Super Bowl champion.
Gerard Mayo came out
Can
and
he
said
change
that
his name to Kendrick May? Is it too late for him to change his name to Kendrick May?
Gerard Mayo came out and said that there is going to be a quarterback competition. So
That's what they all say.
That
Yeah,
guy
we'll
should
see.
make like a healthy aioli and call it Gerard Mayo. Gerard
We
Mayo.
got the Patriots are starting to get a sick collection of names. Like we're gonna have some awesome puns to play with here. Drake May, Jalen Polk, dude.
it's going to be
I'm telling you.
Gerard Mayo,
That team
sponsored
is
by
a
Will
typo
Levis's
away
coffee
though
company.
from some
And I love
problems.
Mayo.
Will Levis's coffee company going to sponsor it, dude.
No, actually, that would be the damn. You know,
Will Levis Mayo beans, dude.
we might have to make a trade here to get Mayo,
Mayo beans?
Mayo boy with Mayo.
Bro, the only Mayo beans around here are my balls.
Extra Mayo, baby.
Oh fuck. As I say in Call of Duty, dude, that's 2% white milk.
Yeah, and as I say in Call of Duty,
Oh wait, you're a chat band.
I thought
Yep.
I was gonna say. I thought you said he's a hacker.
that's not me. That's that other guy, bro.
No, I'm talking about the other guy.
Although I don't know, bro.
He's hacking.
When we play, I would say like 1 out of every 2 search games has a Waller now.
Oh yeah, dude. I'll be back in it. I'm coming back for Gulf War.
You can ask
Coming back.
you can ask Rax over there, dude. I'm actually starting to get pretty good at search.
I know. By the time I'm back for Gulf War, we're
It
gonna be
just
fucking.
depends, bro. Anytime after like 10 p.m., he gets real cranky. He needs his bottle.
My boy,
He's-
my
Does
widow
he get
water,
like me after a Bruins
my
loss?
widow water.
If he's just not tired, he plays well. But when he's tired, dude, he's so dog. He like
I'm just like
backpedals
running
and
around
crouch.
like.
Bro, he's just out here backpedaling and crouch with a ram, like he's gonna do something. And it's like when he's on, he's like running and slide canceling. When he's tired, he's
Yeah.
like,
When he's tired, he's sitting in the corner and he's last alive, and he's like, "All right, I'm gonna go figure it out now."
And then I get mad. It's funny because it's like phases, dude. I'll have my warm up game. I'll have like 3 or 4 games where I'm on, and then I'll get tired. Then I'll get pissed off like 3 or 4 games later, and I'll play the last 2 perfectly.
There's 2
And then I'll just go to
in a
bed.
search lobby. There's
The
the
adrenaline
15
gets
kills or
pumping
the 2
again.
kills.
Yeah, there's no in between for me, dude.
confidence
It's
goes
15 or
with-
2. But
Oh god, dude. The other
No, I
night
can't
I hit
wait.
a Suki stick, bro, like this 45% just ripper. I
Dude,
could
he's
not
just
hit
the
a
Kyle.
gosh
He's the
darn
Kyle
shot.
Schwarber of Call of Duty, dude. He's swinging for the fences
I
every
just want you
round.
guys to know we're still recording this podcast.
This guy has a slugging percentage of .699, but he bats 198. Can somebody make this make sense?
Dude, that's Kyle Schwarber and Gary Sanchez.
Dirty
Yeah.
Sanchez, you say?
Schwarb God.
Yeah,
But
G
yeah,
Sanchez.
next time we show up, we will have some things planned for you.
What are you on?
Are they right there?
Nothing, bro. That was
On that note-
supposed to be the outro.
On that note, guys,
I
next
was
time we'll be
trying
talking. We're talking next round of playoffs.
Pat wants a rerun so bad.
Nah,
We'll get a little bit of NBA
I want a
finals in
spin-off
there.
podcast, bro, where we talk about titties.
And on
It's
that
a
note,
Sydney Sweeney only podcast.
Euphoria.
all right. On
Damn.
that note, in the famous words of
Time is a
Rax,
flat circle.
time out here.
Yeah.
In the famous words of Rax, next time we'll have more for you.
For you.